Please continue to listen to part 2 of the short story When Bittersweet Meet. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you very much.
Since I met Levi, I've been starting to come out of my shell and become a new version of myself, like I'm more fulfilled than before. I never experienced what I did with Levi when I was with Davis. I wonder if he's like this with Katie? Was I a goody two-shoes for him? Is that why he slept with Katie while I was with him? If that is the case, I'm glad I can experiment with Levi. I can't believe how quickly the week went by, and it's already Friday. I have a lunch date with Levi, but I can't make it. I'm going over the quizzes I gave the student this morning. I was surprised when he asked me for a lunch date. Okay, maybe he didn't say lunch date, but he was the one who suggested we see each other. I'm so lost in my work that I don't hear someone step into the room. I jump when I feel my chair turning around. Levi. You're going to give me a heart attack. I say as I put my hand on my chest and feel my heart racing. He chuckles at my reaction. I bite my lips nervously. I'm sorry, but I have to cancel our lunch date. I have too much work. Fudge, did I just say lunch date out loud? Levi reaches out to twirl one of my strands of hair between his fingers. Don't worry about our lunch date. I can think of something else to do instead. He smirks after his words. What does he have up his sleeve? And why am I nervous all of a sudden? He says nothing else as he begins to lift my skirt up to my thighs. Am I's widden, he can't be serious, can he? Levi, what are you doing? I say, panicking as I look to the door to make sure no one is looking through the window. That mischievous man had lowered the curtain when I wasn't looking. When I look at him to tell him what I think of his audacity, he's already on his knees. Then he brings his hands to each side of my thighs, grabs them firmly, and brings my body closer to him. Now be a good girl, babe. Spread those beautiful legs of yours, and let me have my lunch. I'm about to protest when I feel his mouth on me, giving me pleasure with his tongue, teeth, and lips. Oh, my God. I have to cover my mouth to keep from screaming. This jerk knows what he's doing. How am I going to face my student after what Levi is doing to me on this chair? One thing is certain. I will never look at this chair the same again. This experience will be imprinted on my mind forever. God, Tori, stop babbling. I put my hand over my mouth as the first heat hit me hard. I don't know how much time has passed. I'm so lost in the pleasure. Thanks for lunch, babe. It was divine, as I remember. He kisses me, and I'm sure it isn't just my cheeks that are red by now. My whole face feels on fire. How could I let this happen? Oh, right, I can't resist him. His eyes dance with humor. The jerk is smirking at me like he knows something I don't. I get up from my seat to adjust my skirt and panties as I see him approach the door. Wait a minute. Where are my panties? No, he wouldn't dare. I look at him while my eyes grow big as a saucer. Levi winks at me before he leaves the classroom. No. 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 He did not. Then I hear the notification of a new message. Thanks for the gift, babe. I'll treasure it, winking face. The jerk. I don't know how, but I managed to go on with my day going commando without showing how embarrassed I truly felt. As I walk towards my car, I hear someone shouting my name. When I turn around, I see Lily standing not far from me, and beside her is the jerk himself. If Levi dares to keep that smirk, I will gladly slap him, and I won't care if his sister is beside him. I was wondering if you wanted to do something tonight. The other day we didn't get a chance to get acquainted. If you're interested, Charlie and I are going out tonight, and we were wondering if you wanted to join us? Of course, I'll be there. Where to? A bar called Puzzles 13. That was the place I first met Levi. Lily looks at Levi. And yes, brother, before you ask, you can come too. One thing, though. Don't be all over the other women while I'm there. I can't say her comment didn't sting a little. When I see Levi looking at me, I know he knew it bothered me. Maybe more than it should have. Okay, I'll meet all of you there. I have a bit of a situation with my outfit. I'm sure my cheeks are red by now. I hear Levi chuckle at my comment. Jerk, it's all his fault. I'm glad. See you tonight. Lily smiles, leaving me alone with her brother. So, does this mean I can get another gift from you tonight? Levi exhales a small quiet laugh. I fold my arms in front of me. You can forget it. Tonight it's all about pants and no skirts. You can count on that. The nerve. I'm sure I'm red with embarrassment. Fudge, and to think right now. He has my panties somewhere on him. Levi laughs as his head throws back. He clears his throat, looking around to ensure we're alone before kissing my lips lightly, just enough for me to want more. I didn't intend to steal her panties, but once I saw them, I couldn't help myself. She must have done it on purpose. I was hard as soon as I saw them, red lace, my favorite kind. If that's what she wears for work, I can't wait to see what she wears for me tonight. It doesn't matter anyway, because they won't be on her for long once I have my way with her. Just to think about it, my pants are tightening. I'm starting to feel some fucking shit towards her that I haven't felt in a long damn time. She must be a witch or something to make me fall for her so easily. And there's no other explanation. I'm not ready to tell the word about us, but I'm not letting her go either. Tonight will be hard for me to be so close to her and not be able to touch her with my sister close by. I will have to restrain myself, but when I get her back to my place tonight, I'll take her all night long as I please. What did I just say? I've never brought a woman back to my place. I always do my business elsewhere. Guess for her. I'm willing to make an exception. She's definitely a witch. Here I am, sitting at the bar, whiskey in my hand, waiting for my girl and my sister. Levi, I just want to warn you Marcy is here. I choke on my whiskey when Jerry warns me. Can you wait till I finish before saying shit like that? I respond, coughing. Thanks for the info. Man, I add. Fuck, if she's here, she'll bug me all night. One night way before I met Tori, Marcy was here with her boyfriend, and he slapped her across the face in front of everyone. I didn't hesitate to punch him square in his jaw. I don't like fuckers who hurt women. Later on, she thanked me by giving me a blowjob in the men's bathroom. Who was I to say no? Maybe I should have because after that night, she hasn't left me the fuck alone. Ever since that night, I asked Jerry to warn me when she was here. Thank God I never slept with her. Hey, Levi. I turn around to see who is calling me. Great, I think I wouldn't prefer Marcy. Stuart. I only respond to that fucker. I haven't seen you these past few days, which is good for me. He smirks at me. Who is he trying to impress? I don't have time to respond when someone else speaks to me. So there you are, Levi. Are you hiding for me? Great, that, Marcy. My two favorite people, I think to myself sarcastically. She doesn't hesitate for a moment before she glues her body to me. What do you think you're doing? I ask as I push her away from me. What do you say we go back to the bathroom? And I suck that beautiful cock of yours? She whispers to me so Stuart can't hear her. I don't have time to reject her when suddenly Tori is beside me. She looks at Marcy and then at me. I hope she doesn't think what I think she thinks. Hey babe, do you want to join me for tonight? Did she just use her nickname on me? I smile at her. I don't hesitate as I grab her wrist to bring her closer to me. I kiss the hell out of her to prove a point to Marcy. Fuck, Did I kiss Tori in front of my sister? I look around after breaking the kiss. Don't worry. They aren't here yet. She tells me as if she just read my mind. Jerry, why don't you give the beautiful lady beside me a scotch and soda? As I say this, Tori elbows me playfully. I smack her but in return. But Levi, I thought I was your girl. Marcy whines. Shit, can't she leave me alone already? What's your name? Tori asks her. Marcy. She answers as she places her hands on her hips and pushes out her breasts. She's lucky I don't hit women because she's getting on my last nerve. Stuart, did you meet Marcy yet? Maybe you can use your charms on her tonight? Tori turns to face Marcy again. You see this man? She points at me. He is mine. So back off before I make you. Tori has fire in her eyes as she warns Marcy. It's the first I've seen Tori like this. It's fucking hot to see my woman claim me like that. Come, Levi, it's time for us to leave. She takes the drink Jerry made her before she grabs my hand and drags me away from the bar. I'm not usually the kind to follow, but right now, I don't give a fuck. While she walks in front of me, I can see that she's wearing tiny shorts, her legs exposed to me, and what an ass. Great, now I have a hard-on. Is she trying to get back at me because I borrowed her panties this morning? The little minx. She'll pay for this. Okay, I didn't borrow them, I stole them. I sit right beside her and don't waste a moment as I place my hand on her thigh, caressing it lightly. What are you doing? What if your sister sees you? She asks. Shocked. You weren't afraid earlier when you kissed me at the bar. That was different. She protests. Same here, babe, I say as I put more pressure on her thigh, getting closer to her entrance. Just enough to make her squeal. Something wrong, babe? I ask sarcastically. She starts mumbling to herself, and I hear her call me a jerk for the 100th time, making me smile a little. I love teasing her, it's so easy. Two can play that game, babe, I whisper in her ear as I feel her body shiver a little. I look around and notice my sister and Charlie enter the bar. When Tori sees them, she leans towards me and whispers in my ear. Too bad that your sister is already here because maybe, just maybe, I'm commando under my shorts, pretty boy. Oh, she's definitely going to pay for that tonight, I think as I growl at her. Oh my god. Why the fudge did I say that to him? I'm certainly not going commando down there. It took me a lot of courage to wear these tiny shorts I have right now. Just because I wanted to get back at him. But by the way he's looking at me right now, I think I made the situation worse, me and my big mouth. As I look over at Lily and Charlie approaching us, my eyes land on the bar. And I notice that Marcy girl is staring at me as Stuart tries to seduce her. I smile, waving my hand at her to point out that I have Levi, and she doesn't. Why the heck is wrong with me? I'm not a possessive person. I can't claim him as my own. We don't use boyfriend and girlfriend, and his sister doesn't even know about us. What did I get myself into? You're already here, Lily says as she looks at her brother and me. I hope he didn't give you too much trouble. She says, pointing to Levi. Nope, perfect gentleman, this one, I answer as I laugh a little. Well, that's a first, Charlie replies. You want to rephrase that? Clown. Levi says as Lily kisses his cheeks. Honey, can you bring me a pina colada from the bar, please? Lily asks Charlie. He nods and walks towards the bar. Lily glares at Levi. Can you please stop calling him that? I hate it when you do. Her brother arches his brows. Do you prefer pussy? I didn't invite you tonight so that you can insult my boyfriend. Levi. Lily scolds him. Whatever. He replies as he replaces his hand on my thigh, making me choke on my drink. Tori, are you all right? I hear Lily asks me. Yeah. I manage to say as I try to regain my voice and posture and remove his hands simultaneously. But no such luck. Here you go, sweetie, Charlie says to Lily as he gives her her drink. Levi looks at the drink Charlie chooses for himself. A cosmopolitan, really, Charlie? Am I the only man at this table? He sips on his whiskey, shaking his head. You make it so easy. He adds. Stop being an ass already, Levi. Lily snaps at him. Relax, sis, I'm only teasing. Right, Charlie boy? So, how long have you known each other? I ask Lily as I point to her and Charlie trying to change the subject before it gets out of hand. About 4 years now. She answers. Something doesn't add up. I see the sadness in her eyes when Lily answers like it's a sad memory or something. I wonder why. I'm about to ask her when suddenly I see her smiling. I love this song, Tori. Come and dance with me. Leave the boys behind. It's not their cup of tea. I don't have time to reply as she takes my hand and leads me to the dance floor. I turn my head at Levi to help me, but like always, he's only smirking. Jerk. You sure it's a good idea to leave those two alone with what went on earlier? If my brother knows what's best for him, he won't go on. Besides, Charlie's a good friend to him. Enough about them. Let's dance. She goes in front of me and starts to dance not long after. I begin to follow her lead. It's funny, I don't know her that well, but I feel like we're going to be good friends without even trying. I close my eyes and lose myself in the song as I move my body to the beat. A little sweat begins to form on my forehead. I open my eyes when suddenly, I feel someone stepping into my personal bubble. Hey, sweet cheeks, want to dance? A random blonde guy asks me. I take a few steps away from him as I shake my head. No, but thanks. I search for Lily and find her standing right next to me. Maybe she is close in case I need her help. I feel relieved when I see the guy lose interest and move to the girls next to us. I think I need a break from dancing. For now, I'm going to go join the boys, I warn her as I start to walk toward them. When my eyes land on Levi, I see his expression isn't as soft as before I went dancing. It was like he was ready to strike. Did he see what happened with that blonde guy? Is he possessive towards me? No, it can't be that, can it? Lily, I have something to ask you. Charlie says suddenly, making us all turn to him. He seems nervous all of a sudden. We met on one of your saddest days in an awkward situation. Remember? Your eyes were full of tears. And you didn't know where you were going. You ended up in the men's bathroom, knocking at me while I was trying to button my pants. Anyway, one thing led to another, and you started to laugh. It's still the most beautiful laugh I've ever heard, and I knew I had to have you. He moves closer to her as he talks and takes both of her hands. Honey, you know how much I love you. And I already asked your brother for his blessing because he's the most important person in your life, and I couldn't do it without it. So here it is. Will you marry me? Make me the happiest man on this earth. And say yes. He says as he opens a little box to show her a ring. Lily can't contain her emotions any longer and jumps into Charlie's arms, crying with happiness. Yes, you fool. I'll marry you. She hugs him with all her might, and then she lets go of him and throws herself into her brother's arms. I'm happy for you. You deserve to be happy. I don't say it much. But Charlie's a good man. Levi lets off his sister, and to everyone's surprise, he hugs Charlie and congratulates him. Keep her safe, or you'll deal with me. He warns him. There is the Levi I know. After congratulating them, I decided to go to the bathroom and let them be. For once, there's no line to the ladies' room. I wash my hands after doing my business, and my cell phone starts to ring. When I look at who it is, I don't answer. My mother has to learn about my boundaries, so I let it go to voicemail. As I open the door, a hand goes over my mouth and drags me back into the bathroom. Levi. What the hell is wrong with you? Scaring me like that. I speak even if his hand is still covering my mouth. My stupid cell rings again. Not now, mother, I think to myself. You like teasing me, don't you? I'm dying to see if you're going commando, as you said. I can't wait any longer. Is he serious right now? Here, of all places. No, he can forget it. Levi, be reasonable. Not here. I try to reason with him. I stopped being reasonable when I met you, babe. He says as he backs me up until I hit the wall behind me. You and I both know you can't resist me. Be realistic, babe. He leans down to me, kissing my neck. For the third time, my fudging cell starts to ring. Let me just answer this, or it won't stop ringing, I say as I kiss him. Boundaries, mother, we talked about this. I snap at her. I know I'm being harsh, but she has to learn. Tori, it's your father. My mother warns me. Daddy? When my mother called me to announce that my father had been in a car accident and that he was in the hospital, my night with Levi and the others ended there. I wanted to hit the road immediately. But Levi persuaded me not to. He told me it wasn't a good idea to drive because of my emotional state and that I should wait until morning. To my surprise, he offered to take me there so he wouldn't have to worry about me driving alone. It seemed to calm him when I didn't argue but accepted because deep down, I knew he was right. I asked him if it was okay to miss work for a couple of days, and he only replied he didn't give a fucking shit. His words, not mine. All that mattered to him was my security, and the only way he knew I would be okay was for him to drive me all the way there. How can I be so lucky to have him in my life when I need him the most? It's beyond me. Babe, are you all right? Levi asks me as he drives, pulling me out of my thoughts. I don't know. All I want right now is to get there and see my father. I say before putting my hand on my mouth to prevent crying. While Levi keeps his eyes on the road, he reaches for my hand, squeezing it. The important thing right now is that he's alive. I know how you feel, babe, trust me. Were you in this kind of situation with your father? How stupid of me to ask. Of course, he knows. He lost his mother. He doesn't respond but pulls his hand away from mine. Fudge, did I say something wrong? My father died in a car accident when I was 10. He says after a while. Stupid, Tori, stupid. I'm so sorry. I reach for his hand, and thankfully he doesn't pull away. Levi shakes his head. It was a long time ago. You didn't know. Come on, babe, sleep a little. You didn't sleep well last night. I lean towards him and kiss his cheek for his kindness. He turns his head towards me and beats me to it, giving me a peck on the lips. I lean my head towards the car window to try to sleep a little. Before I fall asleep, Levi brings my hand to his lips, leaving a kiss on my skin. I smile at his gesture. I wake from my slumber while rubbing my eyes and stretching my body on the bed. A bed? The realization hit me hard as I'm wide awake now. I sit up on the bed and look around me. Oh, I'm in my old room at my parents' house. How the heck did I get here, and where's Levi? I get up to leave my room as I look for him. When I go down the stairs, I hear noises from the living room. Levi? Mom? I say when I see them sitting together on the couch, looking at photo albums. Wait a minute, what photo albums? Which one? Now I'm very awake. Mom, what are you doing with those? I say, panicking as I point at them. Honey, I'm just showing some souvenirs from when you were little to your boyfriend here. Boyfriend? Did she say boyfriend? I look at Levi to see if he's going to correct her, but he says nothing, not a single word. He's just sitting there smirking at me. It's like he enjoys seeing me like this. Jerk. Please don't give him another reason to tease you. That's it, nice and easy. How come we're already here? I ask. The last thing I remember was falling asleep in Levi's car. I took your cell phone from your purse to call your mother, and I told her we were coming. With the help of the GPS, I knew where I was going. I wanted you to sleep as much as possible. God, I love you, Levi. What? The realization hits me, it hits me hard. But now is not the time to dwell on this. I have to focus on the reason we are here. I have to think of my father. I will have time to panic later. I can't believe I love Levi. Concentrate, Tori. I snap at myself. When can we go and see Dad? I ask my mother, trying to avoid looking at Levi. If I do, I'm scared he'll see right through me and how I feel about him. We were waiting for you to wake up. Levi was kind enough to keep me company until you woke up. I see Mother approves of him. Which I'm grateful for. Let me get my purse, and we're good to go. My mother says as she walks into the kitchen. Are you all right, babe? Levi asks when he's beside me. Peachy keen. I answer, avoiding his eyes, his beautiful gray eyes. Peachy keen? What kind of answer is that? I think to myself when I realize what I said. Ugh, sometimes I embarrass myself. You sure? He asks again. I answer as I smile at him so he won't get more suspicious than he already is. Fudge, I don't think it worked the way he's looking at me suspiciously. Okay, I'm ready to go. My mother says suddenly when she's beside us. For once, I'm happy about my mother's interruption. On the way to the hospital, we didn't speak much. We just listened to the music on the radio. At the hospital, Levi decided to wait for me in the waiting room. He said it was a family matter, and he would see me afterwards. When I step into the room where my father is resting, I'm happy to see that he's awake. I run to his side and hug him as hard as I can. My emotions are so upside down that I can contain my tears any longer. Tori? But what are you doing here? Rose. Didn't I tell you not to disturb her? You're my father. I had to come. Oh, darling, but it's only some bumps and bruises. They've kept me here just for observation. We talked for a while. And after, I decided to let my parents be and went to join Levi to see if he wanted to grab a coffee. He holds my hand and starts to walk with me when suddenly I hear someone calling my name. Tori? I turn to see who called my name. Fudge. I definitely didn't need to see him again. Davis. When I saw her expression after her phone call, I knew it was bad news. I took her in my arms and asked her why she was so sad all of a sudden. She told me it was her mother calling to tell her her father had been in a car accident. As she said, the memories of when I was 10 returned to the surface as I remembered my father's death. Then she tried to get out of my hold because she wanted to leave immediately to see her father. And she had a long way to go. I finally persuaded her to let me take her, so I wouldn't have to worry about her well-being. It wasn't a good idea for her to drive at this time of night and in her condition. As I watch her sleep, her head against the car window, I remove my hand from her knee and grab her purse to use her cell phone. Mine was currently running the GPS to help guide me. Tori, sweetie, so glad you called. A woman starts to talk on the other side of the phone. Mrs. Summer, my name is Levi Salazar, your daughter's boyfriend. There it is. I said it. I can't deny what we are to each other any longer. Except your sister. My conscience tells me in the back of my mind. We're actually on the way to your house. The thing is, your daughter didn't sleep well last night, and she's resting at the moment. Is it all right if I bring her to your house to let her rest a while? I keep saying. Ah, so you're the famous football coach where my daughter works. And you say you're traveling all this way with her? I'm at the hospital, but I can be home in an hour. She says to me. Perfect. Thank you, Mrs. Summer. See you soon. Please. Call me Rose and see you soon. She says as she hangs up. So her mother knows about me. I shouldn't be shocked. She's her mother, of course, she knows. As I look at Tori while she's sleeping, I realize that I'm becoming the man I once was, but only for her to see. When I park the car outside the address in my GPS, I see an older version of Tori come out of the house. I open the door to get out and greet Tori's mother. Once the introductions are done, I walk around the car and pick Tori up into my arms, still sleeping. Instantly, Tori envelopes her arms around my neck, resting her head on my shoulder. Follow me. I'll show you to her room so you can put her on the bed. She says as she starts walking and opens the door for me to enter. Once in her room, her mother leaves me alone with her daughter. I walk towards the bed and delicately lay Tori on the bed so I don't wake her. I look at her beautiful face and brush away some hair that was on her face. I can't help myself, and I kiss her forehead. Sleep well, babe, I whisper over her skin. I love you, Levi. She mumbles in her sleep. What? I look at her, shocked, and to my surprise, I know I feel the same way about her. The thought makes me smile. I love you too, babe, but next time we will tell each other properly. That's a promise. I kiss her once more and leave her room. But not before turning back and glancing at her once more. Fuck, did I just say what I think I said? As I walk through the hallway, I see pictures of Tori when she was a little on the walls. She hasn't changed much over the years. She was 6 years old on that one, Rose tells me when she sees me snooping. Come with me. I have more to show you. I can hear the pride in her voice. Why not? It's not like I have anything better to do. Where are my manners? Would you like some coffee or tea? She asks as we walk into the living room. Coffee would be great. Thank you. Is Tori an only child? I ask as I look through more pictures. No, when she was 2, I delivered a little boy. He had a heart condition and died a month later at the hospital. His name was Matthew, but we called him Maddie. It was easier for Tori to call him that. I clear my throat. I'm sorry. Nothing to be sorry about. You didn't know, and besides, it was a long time ago. When someone asks me about my children, I can't deny him. I can't say that I have an only child. He existed. She continues. Levi? Mom. I hear Tori speak as I look at a photo album her mother gave me. After I explained to Tori how we got here, I saw her expression change a little. Does she remember what she said to me while she was sleeping? I wonder as I look at her. She must have noticed that I didn't believe her when Tori told me she was fine because she changed the subject by asking when we could see her father in the hospital. I decided to let her go and see her father alone. It was a family thing. Besides, I don't think her father will be happy if the first time we meet is like this when he's vulnerable. It wouldn't be a great first impression, especially if he wants to warn me not to hurt his only daughter. What father wouldn't do that? When I watch her walk away from me with her mother, I make a promise to myself that I will fight to keep her at my side. When we return, I'll tell my sister the truth about us, no more hiding. After a while, I see Tori walking towards me with a smile on her lips. Do you want to grab some coffee with me? She asks. I nod and take her hand as we start to walk away when I hear someone calling her name. Tori? Davis. She only replies as her hold on my hand tightens a little. I look at her and then at him. So this is the fucker who hurt my woman. Is this a fudging coincidence? Is the universe against me again? I can't believe this. The same day I went to see my father at the hospital. He has to be here too. But why is he here? Do I dare ask? Is it my place to know? No, it isn't anymore. I can finally say I'm done with this part of my life, all because I have this wonderful man beside me. Try and touch her. See what happens. I hear Levi warn Davis, interrupting my thoughts. As I look at Davis, I notice that he has tried to reach for me. Instantly, I bring my body closer to Levi. Davis then takes a few steps back. He looks from me to Levi and lowers his eye to our joined hands. You got a problem? Levi asks Davis, annoyed at him for staring for too long. Oh boy, maybe I should do something to ease the tension here. Levi, this is Davis, Levi. I introduce them as I point between them. That was my grand plan to ease the situation. Good job, Tori, good job. I slap myself mentally when I realize what I did. Nice to meet you, Levi, Davis says, but I can tell he isn't sincere. What's his problem? Likewise, Dick, was it? And he's no better. It's Davis. He replies bitterly. Oh. My mistake. Dick. I'm sorry, but who do you think you are? Davis asks Levi. You mean it's not obvious? Well, let me put this so you can fucking understand, I'm her man. Need more? I am her boyfriend. So back the fuck off and stay the hell away. Levi warns Davis as he points at him. Did he say boyfriend? Afterwards, Levi starts to walk away from Davis, dragging me with him. Tori, Katie has a miscarriage. That's why we're here. I wanted to let you know if you wanted to see her. Davis rushes to say before I'm out of earshot. I stop in my tracks and look at Levi. Then at the ground, thinking about what to do with this information. Maybe if I go and see her, I can put this whole shenanigan behind me and never look back. But do I want to open the door to the past and let it consume me once more? No. It can't because I have a new life now and a man that I love. I have to do this so I can finally turn the page and begin a new part of my life. Where is she? I ask, irritated by this whole situation. Even if I agreed to go and see her, it doesn't mean I'm happy about it. I may be ready to go past that, but I'll never forget their betrayal. I will do this for myself, so in the future, I won't regret my decision. Great, follow me. She'll be happy, so happy to see you. He says to me after I accept. Don't get ahead of yourself. I won't stay long. I have better things to do. I will definitely not tell them why I am here. They don't need the details. I heard what happened to your father. I hope he's all right. Fuck, I forgot it's a small town. It's none of your fucking business. Levi says to Davis. I could hear the bitterness in his voice. Levi is right, Davis, we don't need small talk if you really must know he's okay, but that's all I'll tell you, nothing more. I say as we walk towards Katie's room. Tori? Katie asks, looking at me shocked. I feel Levi beside me, leaning toward me. I'll wait outside for you, babe. He looks to Davis and then to Katie. If you need me, call me. That is all he says before leaving me with two people who once betrayed me. So, who was that? Katie dares to ask. Oh no, I didn't come here for this. No, sir. None of your damn business. I didn't come here for that. I snap at her. Katie looks at me, shocked, maybe because she has never heard me talk like that. I think a little of Levi's bitterness has rubbed off on me. I think as I look to the door where Levi just left. So why are you here then? To gloat or something because I lost the baby we conceived by cheating on you? Is that it? Katie asks, looking at me angrily. As I look at Katie, I take 3 deep breaths to calm my nerves so I don't lose my shit. Look at that. Levi is starting to imprint on me. No, Katie, I didn't come here to gloat. I'm not that kind of person. I just wanted to tell you how sorry I am for what happened to you. No mother should endure that, however, was conceived. I just wanted to tell you that I forgive you both. It's not good for a person to endure negativity towards others. I explain. Thank you, Tori, it's very kind of you, Katie says as she begins to cry. To my surprise, I go to her and take her in my arms. In turn, she envelopes her arms around me and starts to cry even harder. Thankfully, Davis stays where he is. Do you think we could be friends again? I've missed you since you left. She looks at me with pleading eyes. In a way, I missed her too. We were friends for so long. She even helped me when I panicked after Davis and I slept together for the first time. She was there for the good and the bad. Even so, it didn't stop her from betraying me with Davis. I don't think I can pass that. No, I'm sure I can't. She did the unthinkable. I'm sorry, Katie. I said that I forgive you, but I can't forget what you did, either of you. Now silence falls. You could hear a pin drop in the room. Am I wrong here? On her worst day, I finally found release. The burden I have been carrying on my shoulder after all this time has ultimately disappeared. I'm sorry, but I have to go now, I announced to both of them. I must go back to see if my father is ready to be released. So that's the reason you came to see me, not because you wanted to see me, but to tell me that and feel better after? What a great friend you turned out to be. Katie says as her lips tremble. Do you think I'm like that, Katie? By the way, we stopped being friends the day you slept with him. The only thing was I didn't know for 2 years. I'm starting to regret coming here. I think it would be best if you leave, Tori, Davis says without looking at me. I look at both of them for one last time before I leave the room. I can finally say that this drama is behind me. I look at Levi, who's sitting on one of the chairs, looking up at me. You ready to go, babe? I look one last time at the door behind me. I nod, and we walk away, finally leaving the past behind me. I'm so happy right now. My father got released from the hospital and was back at my parents' house. True to his word, Levi stayed away from my father until he got released. While my mother and I collected my father so he could finally get out of there. Levi went to get his car so we could bring my father home. The first encounter between my father and Levi went pretty much as I suspected. My father stands from the wheelchair the nurse was pushing when he sees Levi standing by his car. My Rose told me all about you. How you brought our daughter all the way here and how you were kind to both of them. I'm happy my daughter found someone like you after what she has been through. That said, if you hurt her, I won't think twice about coming after you and beating the shit out of you. He looks at Levi with predatory eyes to warn him that he doesn't joke around. Is that what you did to the other douche when he broke her heart? Levi isn't a man who likes to be threatened by anyone. My father smirks. Oh, trust me, boy, he got what he deserved. I shake my head. Dad, what did you do? Your mother beat me to it when she slapped him right across the face a week after you left. He came by because he wanted to know where you were. I look at my mother with shocking expectations. Trust me, my mouth is wide open, probably hanging on the floor, while Levi only chuckles. I like your parents. He whispers afterwards. After eating, my mother and my father decided to go out and celebrate. Levi and I are alone at my parents' house, in my old room. I'm suddenly nervous, and I don't know why. Maybe because we're at my parents' house where I grew up. I know it doesn't make sense, but that's how I feel. As I sit on my bed and look at it, I once again don't know why memories of that night, the first time with Davis, come back to haunt me. Maybe it's because I saw him today. Ugh, what a waste of time that was. Then my eyes land on Levi, and something awakens in me, and an idea emerges in my head. What if I jump his bones right here? So I can have a new memory on this bed and erase the memories of the past to make new ones. Why are you looking at me like that, babe? He asks when he sees me staring at him longer than necessary. What, I can't stare at my man? I ask innocently. No, that's not what I'm saying. Keep it up and see what happens. Promises, promises. I'm about to say more when Levi jumps from his seat and starts to kiss me hungrily. Yeah, lover, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, Levi. Yes. I rejoice in his arms. It's been so long since I was inside you, babe. Let's try something new for a change. Whatever you want, I'm fudging yours. I keep saying in my head. He urgently takes off my clothes and pushes me towards the bed. I let myself fall without fighting. Be a good girl for me, babe. I want you on all fours, now. He orders me as he looks at me with those beautiful gray eyes of his. I was nervous before, but now I'm really shy about exposing myself to him like this. It's the first time I've been in this position. That's when the words goody two-shoes start repeating in my head. Like a disc stuck on repeat. That's enough. I'm not like that. I don't want to be like that, which gives me the strength and will to do it. That's when I feel him lean above me with that muscular naked body of his. Let's see how ready you are for me, babe. He doesn't wait long as he slides his shaft inside me with one big thrust. Yes. Yes, love, don't freaking stop. I moan like a maniac. Fudge. Fudge. Fuck. He's so deep inside me I can't contain myself anymore as my moans become louder and louder as he keeps slamming inside me. Fuck yes I do, I totally do. I grunt with disappointment when he suddenly pulls out of me. Did I do something wrong? I can't stop wondering. He then flips me over, so we are face to face. He doesn't wait around long as he positions himself between my thighs and penetrates me with one thrust yet again. I want to see your face when you come. Don't forget to scream my name when you do. Fudging fuck, if he keeps this up, it won't take long for me to come. I can't take this anymore. My body is on fire. I'm coming. I'm coming. Levi. I scream his name as I can't contain myself anymore, looking into his eyes. He brings one of my legs to rest on his shoulder and leans forward. Going faster and deeper, if it's even possible. I love you, babe. He says as he pushes into me one last time before I feel his seed spread inside me. We look into each other's eyes as we try to get our breath back. I feel our hearts beating together, beating as one. I bring my hand over his face, caressing his beard tenderly. I love you too, love. He smiles down at me, not a smirk he gets when he's a jerk, but a big genuine smile. He then leans towards me and kisses me, his tongue invading my mouth. He picks me up in his arms and carries me into the adjoined bathroom. I smile as I look at my bed. A towel around my body, while water drips from my hair. When I look at it now, only good memories invade my mind as the old ones are erased. I feel Levi's arms circle my waist. I lean my body into him, so we're as glued together as possible. Were you serious when you told me you love me? I ask when the memories of his confession come back to me. He removes some of the hair that's around my neck and begins to kiss the side of my neck tenderly. You can bet on it. I turn around to see him as I bring both of my hands to his cheeks. Tell me again. Levi smiles. I love you, babe. I love you too, my handsome jerk. What? My sister asks, choking after I told her I was seeing Tori. I'm fucking glad that we aren't at work right now, but in my apartment, or everyone would have known my business. Although Mrs. Rosenberg above must have heard Lily screaming. Hold on, hold on. So does this mean that my big brother stopped being a big slut? Who ate you, and what did you do with my brother? She can't stop laughing as she speaks. Watch it. I warn her. Or what? You don't scare me. My sister looks at me with challenging eyes. If she weren't my little sister, whom I love so much, she would know what I think of her remark. Joking aside, how does it make you feel to be with someone more than once? And most importantly, how did all this happen? Does she know what you did with all those women? Lily never approved of what I became after my divorce from Darla. It's been around 5 or 6 years now since that happened. I don't fucking care who's counting. I certainly didn't stop to count how many women I slept with. Now I have Tori. And that's all that matters. Funny thing, after we slept together, I told her I wasn't a commitment kind of guy, and look at us now. Who knew? I certainly didn't. What's with all these questions? I'm not one of your friends who shares my feelings. And you know that? Come on. It's a big deal for you, Levi, and I want to know how it makes you feel after all this time. Don't be a party pooper. TCH, she's persistent when she wants to be. You can forget it. I stand my ground. You're no fun, Levi. Never said I was, I reply with a smirk, knowing I've won this round. Then I hear someone knocking at the door. Oh shit. You expecting someone, brother? It's her turn to smirk. Oh, fuck. I pin my eyes at her. Lily, don't even think about it. I'm warning you. That doesn't do the trick because she gets off the couch and runs at the door before I can even make a single move. Tori. Lily shouts with a little too much enthusiasm when she opens the door. So close, so damn close. That's it. I'm a fuck up, a real fuck up. I mumble as I rub my eyes with annoyance. Hello, Lily. Tori manages to say while being dragged to the couch by Lily. Lily, I warn her. What? Oh, come on, you can smooch after I'm gone. She then turns to look at Tori like she's her next prey. So Tori, you and my brother, what's up with that? Lily, I think it's time for you to go. Your fiancé must be waiting for you or something. I say annoyingly. I love my sister. I do, but she's getting on my last nerve. Okay, geez. Call me later, and we'll talk more, okay? Without my brother's interference. Lily says to Tori as she walks through the door without even saying goodbye to me. When I ensure she's gone, I step in front of Tori and pinch her chin to lift her head towards me so I can kiss her properly. Hey babe, sorry about my sister. It's okay. I love your sister. She says, giggling a little. I leave a peck on her lips, and as I lean toward her, she lies more on the couch. I start to crawl above her, and that's when my cell starts to ring. Can't people stop interfering when I'm trying to fuck my woman? TCH fucking disturbance. Her giggles change to laughter as I look at her. I smile a little, but when I see who's calling, my smile immediately drops as I sit on the other side of the sofa, leaving Tori's side. Can't she leave me the fuck alone? I snap at my phone. Tori looks at me with concern when she senses the surrounding atmosphere change. I don't answer and let it go to voicemail. I don't need her to ruin my evening with Tori. The phone rings again. What a bitch. I'm sorry, babe. If I don't get this, she won't leave me the fuck alone. And the phone won't stop ringing. Who is it? Tori asks as my phone continues ringing. My fucking crazy ex-wife, I say as I rub the back of my neck. Oh, do you want me to leave you alone so you can talk to her? I see the concern in her eyes. No, of course not, I reply without hesitation. What do you fucking want, Darla? Can't you take the hint that I don't want to talk to you ever again? I answer as I take Tori's hand to show her where my allegiance lies. Enough is enough, Levi. I know you still love me. After our divorce, you went from one woman to another, and you are still single. That's the proof that you still want me. Come and claim me so we can finally be happy. Darla, your fucking obsession with getting back together has to stop, and for your information, I am in a relationship. Isn't that right, babe? Fuck, what did I just do? I ask myself as I look at Tori. Yep, I fucked up, really fucked up. I hang up on Darla and go straight to Tori's side. What the hell was that, Levi? Exposing me to her like that? She snaps at me. She is so beautiful when she's angry. Focus, for fuck's sake, Levi. As I step closer to her, she backs away from me. Do you still love her? Is that why you still talk to her? She asks, and I can hear the struggle in her voice. Don't be ridiculous, Tori. I'm not your fucking ex who's going to sleep around. My eyes widen at the realization of what I said. Fuck, what the fuck is wrong with me tonight? Why did I fucking say that? Damn temper. Damn pride. That's a low blow, Levi, a real low blow to expose my past like that to my face. I see tears appear in her eyes. Fuck. That's it. That was the last straw with Darla. I thought I could handle her and all her crap just because I wanted to prove to myself that I wasn't scared to handle her. But now, seeing Tori distraught like this because of my frustration towards my fucking ex. I'm definitely cutting her off this time. No, this is on me. If I hadn't answered Darla's stupid call, none of this would have happened. I have to apologize to Tori. She doesn't need to deal with my ex. Until now, you were a jerk, Levi, but now, you're a real asshole. I need some air. That's all she says as she steps away from me and leaves my apartment. Fuck. 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 I can only blame myself for this.
Thank you for listening to part 2 of the short story, When Bittersweet Meet. Please subscribe to the channel to continue watching the extremely interesting part 3. Thank you very much. Please continue to listen to part 2 of the short story When Bittersweet Meet. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you very much.